Hello everyone, with Nola the nurse, her friends Maddi the midwife, Bax the nurse, and Charo the CRNA. We've got some friends in the swing. We've got Hello Kitty. We've got Elsa, Anna, and I can't remember his name, so leave me a message below with what his name is. And we've got big old life-size Nola. We will also be opening, of course, a Kinder Surprise egg at the end. All right, today's book is Nola the Nurse and Friends Explore the Holi Fest. Nola the Nurse and Friends Explore the Holi Fest. She's on the Go series volume 2 by Dr. Scharmaine L. Baker, nurse practitioner. To Whitney, Skylar, and Wyatt, thanks for allowing mommy to be creative and moody. All right. Nola loves playing nurse practitioner and taking care of all of her friends' dolls. She also loves wearing the nurse practitioner uniform her mother bought for her. Her mother is a nurse practitioner with a very busy schedule. Nola is just 7 years old and rides her bike to visit her friends who live nearby. Nola, Anita and Adar's mom just called me just now, Mother called out. Nola was in the garden playing with Gumbo, her very mischievous puppy. What is it, Mommy? Nola rushed in, and as she thought, most probably her friend's dolls must be sick. Anita and Adar live in the neighborhood with their family. They are from India. Anita is in a wheelchair. She was in a car accident several years ago, but she still plays on the playground with her friends. They struggle to keep up with her. Anita has a doll named Lady. Nola's mommy, Eden, explained, today all the Indian families are celebrating a festival called Holi at the grounds adjoining the hospital. Nola heard the phone ring, and she answered. It was her friend Maddi. Maddi has been her friend for 2 years. Nola loves playing with her because Maddi wants to be a midwife. Midwives are registered nurses who deliver babies. Are you going to the Holi Fest? Maddi asked. Yes, I'm so excited to go, Nola replied, jumping in the air with excitement. Yippee! Okay, I will meet you there, Maddi said as she hung up the phone and dashed away to prepare for the celebration. Since I am going to the hospital now, I can drop you at the grounds, Nola's mom said. Mommy, is Anita's doll okay? And how about Adar's doll? Nola asked. Adar is Anita's brother. Nola has cared for his superhero figure Clint in the past. Well, in fact, all the dolls in the home are sick, Mommy noted. Come quickly, darling, or Mommy will be late for work. Can Bax ride with us since we have more than one sick doll in the house? Asked Nola. Meet Bax. Bax's family moved into the house across the street a few months ago. He is 8 years old. His family is from China. Bax also loves to play nurse practitioner. When they go to visit a sick doll, he usually rides his skateboard while Nola rides her bike. Bax also fixes broken bikes, trucks, and teddy bears. Nola told him that he should pick one area that he really likes because that's what nurse practitioners do. They work in special areas. Bax loves superheroes very much, so he wants to be a superhero nurse practitioner. Go, Bax, go! Nola's mommy said, okay, but don't wear the nurse practitioner's uniform today. Anita's mother mentioned that people will be throwing colored water on each other after or at the Holi Fest. Okay, Mommy, I will be ready in a minute. Nola put on a colorful dress, picked up her nurse practitioner kit, and was ready to go. Bax came over and they all drove to the park. Mommy dropped Nola and Bax at the playground, and Anita and her family greeted them. Anita had her wheelchair tires painted red in celebration of Holi. Adar was watching, and he said, "I hope you two can check Clint. He must have the same fever that Anita's doll has." Nola and Bax reassured Adar. "We're happy to check them all." Everyone knew they were nurse practitioners. Nola and Bax loved to help. "Yes, both of them are ill. Please help them now," said Anita and Adar. They all rushed away to the sick dolls. "Let's check Lady," Nola said as she took the doll's temperature. Nola knew well how to check temperature because she had seen her mother help her patients. "Let me look at Clint," Bax offered. He took Clint's temperature and could tell that he had a fever. "They are having a fever and both are very warm," Nola and Bax explained. "Is it serious?" Anita and Adar asked. "No, it's just a fever. We will put cool towels on their heads and they will feel better soon," Nola said. She opened her nurse practitioner bag and took out a white towel, which she placed on Lady's forehead. Bax reached into his nurse practitioner bag and placed a cool fresh towel on Clint's head as well. "He will feel better real soon," said Bax. "Now let's join our family at the grounds," suggested Anita and Adar. "What is the Holi Festival all about anyway?" Nola and Bax wanted to know. "Let's ask my mommy. She will give you all the details," says Anita. "Mom, can you please explain the Holi Fest to Bax and Nola?" Adar asked their mother. "Yes, definitely," said Anita and Adar's mother, Rainey. Holi is one of the most famous festivals in India. It is also known as the Festival of Colors, which celebrates the victory of good over evil and the arrival of spring and large crops to come, Anita added. "We celebrate Holi by throwing colored water and powders on friends, family, and neighbors. It's a lot of fun." Just then, the Holi Festival's festivities began. Men, women, and children began throwing colored water and powder on the clothes and faces of all who were present. Nola and Bax were soon covered in multicolored water and powder. The entire playground was painted in a carpet of blues, yellows, magentas, greens, violets, and reds. Clouds and clouds of colors danced in the wind, carrying the message of love and happiness across the grounds. Maddi arrived at the Holi Fest with Charo. Charo likes to play with Nola, Bax, and Maddi because she is a nurse with special skills too. She is a CRNA, a special nurse who helps baby dolls to feel better just before they have a special procedure. Once all the friends met, they began to throw the colored water and powder on each other right away. Nola had never seen anything like this before. Bax agreed. It was a new experience for him too. "It's so nice to see all the people laughing and enjoying themselves," Anita said. She and Adar were happy to share this experience with Nola and Bax, as the two young nurse practitioners spent most of their time helping their friends' sick dolls. Bax and Nola were concerned and went to check on Anita and Adar's dolls. They were relieved to find that both dolls were doing better. "It is time to change the towels," Nola and Bax placed fresh towels on the dolls' foreheads. They covered the dolls with their blankets to keep them warm, as the weather was a bit cold that day. After the colored water throwing festival was over, everybody went into the dressing rooms and washed the colors from their faces, hair, and arms. Then they all got dressed for the grand lunch and went to the large hall where it was being served. Anita gave Nola fresh clothes to wear from the lunch buffet. For the lunch buffet, she gave her friend a set of shalwar kameez, a very pretty tunic with loose trousers. The clothes looked lovely on Nola, and Anita presented them to her as a gift. Adar presented Bax with a beautiful set of kurta pajamas, a loose shirt worn about knee-length over tight-fitting pants. Bax tried it on and looked very handsome. He was very grateful to Adar for this attractive gift. When they entered, the hall was really crowded, and all were seated at their tables. The ladies were wearing colorful silk saris dotted with beautiful stones, sequins, and multicolored threads. Most of the gentlemen were wearing kurta pajamas. Some wore sherwani, which is a long coat that is buttoned up to the collar and down to the knees, worn over pants. Nola and Bax once more became concerned about the dolls and their fever. We can check on them after lunch, said Anita. Raina invited the 4 children and their friends to have lunch. The lunch consisted of traditional Indian dishes. Biryani is made with basmati rice and many rich spices, including ginger, coriander, cardamom, turmeric, dried hot peppers, and cinnamon. There was also a special dish called chutney, a thick spread made from assorted fruits and veggies such as tamarind, tomatoes and mint, cilantro, and other herbs used in Indian cooking. There was a big table of breads too, including naan and burta. Are you enjoying the meal, Nola and Bax? Anita and Adar wanted to make sure, as most Indian foods are spiced with plenty of chili powder. Food is a bit spicy, but I'm really enjoying it, said Bax. Yummy. Nola nodded her head while stuffing a second piece of naan into her mouth. Maddi and Charo also agreed that this was the best Indian food they had ever tasted in their life, ever. Nola added, next time I will visit an Indian restaurant and not be afraid to order the food. You can come visit us with your mommy and we can enjoy all the Indian food right at my home, said Anita. India is a country with many different people. Many communities have their own cultures, languages, religions, and foods, explained Anita's mother, Raina. When we visit our relatives in India, you could join us, Raina added. Thank you so much, Nola and Bax said. Bax and Nola went to check on the dolls and found that they were much better. Anita and Adar were very happy that their dolls were so much better thanks to the awesome nurse practitioner care they received. When it was time to get back, Anita and Adar's father, Ashok, drove Nola and Bax home in his car. When they arrived at Nola's home, Bax picked up his skateboard and rolled over to his house. See you tomorrow, Nola. Thanks for everything. See you, Bax. Nola then called out to her mother. Mommy, I have a lot to tell you about what I learned today. I want to tell you everything about the exciting Indian culture. Just as all the books do, the culture that's explored, at the end we get to actually read and maybe sample and try a recipe from that culture. This particular culture, of course, was India, and the children had chicken biryani. So at the end, here's the recipe. Then we get to know about what is a nurse practitioner. And we get to know something about the author. And then on this page, we have all the other books by Dr. Scharmaine L. Baker. This book also has a coloring book. I thought that would be really neat to publish and have because of all the colors that were involved in the Holi Fest. All right, and last, we have our egg. Let's try opening this egg. Our special Kinder Joy egg with a surprise. Wow, look at that. Let's see what our surprise is. Oh my. You guys will have to comment below. I don't know who this is. Who is that? You gotta let me know. Looks like he has a little stand. All right. And let's get our spoon and try our egg here. Yum. All right, the end. Thanks for listening.